Boom. Boom.
Welcome to Wine Wednesday with the Ladies Talk Tech. I am co-hosting with my female, all panel females to talk tech, life, and current events. Today we have Tech Valor.
Hi, I'm
Are you
Carolyn
there?
from Tech Valor. Meow.
Cheeseburger says,
Hey.
and Miss CPR.
What you call me? What you call me?
Miss CPR. Did I say that wrong?
I swear I thought you said CDR.
No, CPR. I'm sorry. I had a little bit to drink before we started.
Like, is that something techie that I don't know about? Hello.
We're glad to have her back, and we're glad to have Cheeseburger Says for her first night. And we're glad to have Eric back in his seat.
Yes, I'm back. Welcome, everybody. It's your boy Eric from Easy Computer Solutions, and this is Wine Wednesday. Woo! That's what I'm talking about. I want to welcome all the ladies to the building. And wow, it's going to be a special night tonight because we got some special ladies on here. We got a new lady on here. Y'all have to welcome Cheeseburger Says, right? It's our first time on here, right? But it's all good. I want to welcome everybody. The CPR for the body is in the building. And we got the lovely Scrumptious in the building. She's getting a cup ready there. You see that, y'all? Look at that. And we got Catwoman is in the building. Yes. And I tell you what, another episode of Wine Wednesday, and I can tell you that I am loving this. I love this stuff, man. So let's go and get the show started, right? Wow, look at all the people that just popped up in here. Gee whiz, and we get busy fast. I remember when I first started live streams on Wednesdays.
I love this stuff, man.
I might get two people.
Right?
I got some feedback going on. This always happens when you're live. It always happens when you're live, right? I remember when I first started this. Catwoman. There we go. Emily D. Baker's in the building. Yes, welcome to the live stream. Yes, and when I first started this live stream, before Wine Wednesday, I had like two people watching, right? Now all of a sudden we got everybody watching. Gotta love these live streams. Gotta love it. All right. First of all, let me go and let Emily do her introduction. Hey, Emily.
Sorry, guys, I was running late, and then I had to grab, wine.
Yes.
Because I was getting kids from band practice. I am Emily D. Baker, if you guys don't know me, but most of you do. I am a lawyer tech nerd. I'm over at Emily D. Baker ESQ all across the internet, and I help online entrepreneurs not get screwed over by the government.
Well, they got a lot of that going on right now. I bet your job is hard.
I've been so busy with people trying to figure out if they need to form corporations or not form corporations or what they need to do with their business, talking about FTC disclosures and regulations and disclaimers and all of that stuff that's a concern when you work in the online space about making sure you stay legal, because bloggers and influencers and micro-influencers are starting to get cracked down on. So everybody's finally realized there's big money in this online thing that we do.
Yes, like Bitcoin.
Yeah, the government wants to tax that too. They're just trying to figure out how to do it.
Well, they're going to try to find ways around that,
I'm going to let you know. I will keep you guys posted because I've been keeping an eye on the conversations around Bitcoin and taxation and government regulation. So I'll keep you posted on that.
I have a question for you. Now, all the weekend, the government is all about DACA. And a lot of people don't know about this, and I know you are an expert at this since you're a lawyer.
I'm not an expert. Let's just say I am not an immigration attorney. I am not an expert, and anything I say on Wine Wednesday is for entertainment and informational purposes and is not to be construed as legal advice, because if we're going there, I have to disclaim that this is not legal advice, and I am drinking wine.
Yeah.
So you get what you pay for, people.
That's it.
Disclaimer done.
What you think about this DACA thing, though?
Are we talking about the government shutdown, or are we talking about the government shutdown because they were arguing over bills that kind of included DACA?
Well, they didn't get it passed. So unfortunately, they got a lot of people that's kind of scared to death right now because they don't think Donald Trump going to make anything happen, right?
Gosh, I hate to speculate. I think there's good and bad when we get into this, right? So I really hate to speculate about immigration because I don't know what's going to happen. I understand the Republican point that they want a permanent program in place so we don't go through this every election cycle. My opinion regarding that is that we do need a permanent solution, that nobody should be feeling the way people are feeling in this country right now, where they don't know what's going to happen to them and they don't know what's going to happen to their family members. I think that's really cruel to do to people. So then there's two schools of thought on how you fix it. Do you keep stopgapping it and band-aiding it and let a government or a Congress down the road do it? Or do you bite the bullet and try to get a permanent, clear path to citizenship in place? So I think that's the discussion going on. Yeah. And people are saying, no, just put a Band-Aid on it, fix it, move forward. And a lot of the Republicans are saying, no, we need a permanent solution. We're going to stop doing this. Now, people don't all agree with the solutions to these problems. I agree that the problem needs to be solved. We haven't come to a solution that everybody's good with, but we do need a clear path to citizenship so people don't feel this way, where they don't know if they're going to be allowed to stay or not allowed to stay, because we've created a situation now where people are insecure in whether they're going to be able to live here, and that's really unfair to do to people. Yeah. So whether the permanent solution is give them all residency and let everybody stay, or whether the permanent solution is create a fast track for people, I'm not going to go into what the right solution is. There needs to be a permanent solution so people aren't afraid that they're going to get kicked out of the country. People should be allowed to wait here. I get the regulatory problems with that, and there are a lot of problems with that, but people have been here this long. The DACA people generally it's not the DACA people that are causing a huge problem. And it's not like there was this huge, massive problem 2 months ago, and now it's solved. If we kick everybody out, we've got bigger problems. So there just needs to be some clarity around it. And I get the desire to have a permanent program in place instead of continually kicking it down the road. In my opinion, I think the reason that a lot of politicians like a shorter solution is because this is what they run on. They run on this every year. This gives them a platform to talk about. If they never solve the problem, they can keep saying, but if you don't reelect me, that guy's going to screw you over. And that really pisses me off, that they are, whatever political party it is, do not
leverage.
Prolong. Yes, exactly. Don't prolong a solution so that you can keep campaigning on it. Right. We got enough problems. Fix it and move on to another one.
Solve something else already.
Yes.
Yeah, I was gonna say that's the thing. He's so wishy-washy. Like tonight, he came back and said, "Oh, I'm okay with DACA. I'm okay with the Dreamers staying." So you go from one extreme to the other.
And I think that's really hard for people because what we've created, people should not feel insecure. And we've talked about this. I think Emily's personal belief, people should not feel insecure about whether they're going to be allowed to stay in the country, whether they're going to have food, whether they have a home, whether they're going to be safe in their body, their person, their religion, their sexuality. People shouldn't feel unsafe. And right now, people aren't feeling safe.
Right. And it's not fair. It's not fair at all.
And it's not just the Dreamers. Go ahead.
I was talking to somebody the other day, and I said, well, you know how you think, well, you jokingly say, hey, it would be nice if we only had to make one choice about things, because sometimes when you have to make choices, you get kind of confused because there's so many choices. And it's like, what if everything was one way, or what if it went someone's way because they just felt that's the way it needs to be? I said it would be no need for all of us. And regardless of how they got here, and regardless of them being here, and they've been here for years and haven't caused any problems, for this to just be such a drastic change to want to just get them out like that, it's going to affect all of us. Yeah. It's going to affect all of us in ways that we're not even thinking, like to the most minute thing. It's going to affect everybody, because whether we want to face it or not, these people hold a lot of positions that most people are not going to take. You get what I'm saying? Not only do they hold those positions, but they are faithful in these positions. And because they just came here for the fact that they have freedom to work as hard as they can to be somebody and have something to set aside for their families and to build what they couldn't there in their countries freely. So to have that freedom and then to just have it just taken away from you, and you're not harming or hurting anybody. And at the end of the day, everybody's going to get affected, whether they say, oh, get them out of here, they don't need to be here, they're illegal and they're this and all this. But at the end of the day, we're all going to be affected by it in some way, shape, or form.
Cheeseburger says
it's not fair.
My whole life, you see a lot more of it. You see them like struggling. You see the people that are actually here. You know who's not, you know, who didn't start out here, and it like firsthand see it all. So it's a little crazy, and I hope that they figure something out soon.
You know
I
what?
think giving people a clear path so that they can work and get paid the wage they deserve, I think is dignified. I think letting people stay and banking on the fact that they don't get paid a fair wage, that they don't have some of the employment protections, it is. I don't know if that's the more compassionate solution either. I think the more compassionate solution for me is to find a way to allow citizenship in a way that doesn't just boot everybody out, but in a way that, you know, also honors the people who have been waiting. My cousin's wife, it took 4 years after they got married before she could become a citizen. So we've got our immigration system needs an overhaul, and you can't just jump all of the dreamers that were here in front of the people who have been waiting 3 years to be citizens either. So these are really complicated problems. I just hope that whatever happens, it's done knowing that we're all humans, we're all here, and with a little bit of love for each other, because that it's not just them and us, we're all us. You know, before lines were put all over it, we were all in it together. So that's what I hope. I'm sure other people have feedback.
I tell you, here's the thing. What disturbs me, I'm watching the news today, right? And I've been following this for a few. Hundreds of these girls been taken advantage of for 2 decades by this clown that's been going on it's
Are we moving off of DACA onto the U.S. Gymnastics?
Yes.
Oh,
yes.
You were getting me off my soapbox. Don't do.
I'm
going to start yelling. I'm going to start hollering about this.
The reason why we got to talk about this is because how in the hell in the human race that hundreds upon hundreds, and even these ladies have called out that they have did this, and people just had a blind eye for a very long time, and now it's all coming out. Now, you know, this is a chain of event from guys being charged for sexual harassment for a long time in the high position ranks of guys, you know, in the movie industry and stuff like that. Now we get into gymnastics.
This was going on before that, but yes, it just settled in court.
What it was 160 girls?
175 years. Oh yeah, he got 175 years, but it was hundreds of young women in
hundreds
US
of young women. Oh my God. And he was sexual harassment. I mean,
let's call it what it is. He was raping young girls.
He was raping young girls
because he's a despicable human being. You don't tell young gymnasts that you need to, you know, give them vagina therapy so that you can get, and he was drugging some of them as well. So I mean, it goes back to what's been going on for the last two or 3 months about ladies coming out in the forefront, talking about the guys sexual harassing them. I mean, guys, high-ranking guys losing their jobs, losing their careers because of all the devilish shit that they've done in the past decades over, you know. I want to get y'all input on this because, I mean, this is ladies we talking about. I mean, and we hearing this in
I just heard some allegations about something that happened in the wrestling world also. But this type of stuff with this gymnast stuff, I've been watching this, and I'm sitting up there after they gave him 100 and some more years in prison or whatever.
75.
I mean, he tried to 75 years, and he tried to make a statement.
175.
Right, 175 years. He tried to make a statement, and it's like, oh my God, oh, I'm very sorry for what I've done. Get the hell out of here, man. Come on, man. You know exactly what you was doing, right? For 2 decades. And now they want to know when these ladies was calling out for help, nobody helped them. So now this is going to go a little higher than, because the ladies were saying they was calling out for help. People were putting out complaints, and they all did this. You don't know what you're talking about. He's the man. So
the fact that the U.S. Olympic Committee and the USA Gymnastics organization allowed this to go on, I, Emily speaking, not ex-prosecutor Emily, but Emily, I want them all in jail too. I know that's not realistic. I know that's, but the people who allowed this person to have free access to these young women all should be put in prison. All of them. Because I can't imagine that there's not a person on U.S. Olympic Committee that didn't have a daughter, that there's not a person that worked at U.S. Gymnastics that knew this was going on that didn't have kids themselves. The fact that other people knew this was happening and let it go, it's like the Catholic Church scandals. When people are afraid of a power structure in an organization and are forced to remain silent because of that, it allows these atrocities to happen. And this shouldn't happen. People shouldn't be dehumanized this way. And these girls were put in a position where it was their sport, their dream, and their goals, and the adults around them weren't protecting them. So what do? You disassociate, you do the sport, and you move forward. So imagine when, Kyla Maloney she was the one with the snarky face at like 2 Olympics ago. Or Ali Reisman. No, I think it was Kyla.
It was the
with
meme
the snarky face.
Not impressed meme, yeah.
Yes, with the snarky face, and she gets thrown all over the internet, and then she's going through this behind all of that. So I just can't imagine reaching the pinnacle of your sport and having this much shame behind it. It takes some of the shine off those golds for me, knowing that this is what these girls suffered behind what should be an amazing achievement, but I can't imagine that this isn't something that they don't carry with them every single day, and that those gold medals and what they went through, I wonder how much that gold medal was worth it. I'm gonna get back.
Also, if you know anything about gymnastics, you know that you're not supposed to do anything sexual because that produces hormones, and those hormones affect your sport.
Your sport, yeah, that's what also, even with football, basketball, I have brothers that play that you can't be physical with anybody. You can't get intimate, anything like that when it's time for you to play or go through a tournament or anything like that. The thing that bothers me is like the 6-year-old girl that had the photograph nudes that they found of her, and the ones that say about him putting his finger in their leotards and stuff. My thing is this. It's deeper than all that. 368 girls.
Wow.
So you telling me out of 368 girls, not one parent, not one uncle, brother, mother, sister, nobody. These girls are all you know what I'm saying? What do you call it when it's like no connection from family? You have nobody. There's nobody that none of these girls could reach that will fight for one of them. This has been over 20 years. Come on now, this is bull crap. Something is not right. Something is not right. People are being paid to keep their mouth shut. A lot of people, when it comes to, like you said, big organizations and the power, it's not just that. A lot of people's money is tied up in this. You get what I'm saying? So when it comes out, so many people lose things. So many people lose money. When people lose money, some people want to kill themselves. Some people feel like their life is over because they've invested so much into this big organization or whatever the case may be. It's deeper than that. You know what I mean? It's deeper than that. And I can physically sit here and say that because I worked in corrections and I've been around kids who've been through things like this, and you would wonder why they wouldn't say nothing. But if you hear the stories of these kids and the stuff and the mental brainwash that they're being put through to feel like they're the bad person, so they let it go. You get what I'm saying? They let it go. You just can't tell me that it wasn't some form of brainwashing that went on before that to make the kids not reach out to people who I'm pretty sure they did have loved ones who would have fought for them, even if it wasn't in their city or state, would have went somewhere and found another attorney who wasn't afraid or was, you know what I'm saying, to go and try to prosecute or get this person protected. It's just too many girls for this to go on this long for that just to be okay. And now it's just all coming out. Everything just always comes out. Why does it seem like everything comes out and then there's so much that comes out? Because somebody within that realm of the money got tired and didn't get what they want, so it came out. That's how I feel, because it just doesn't make sense.
The girls were pretty much told that they would lose their spots, and so the girls who might have wanted to complain, you're now trying to make very complex adult decisions with 9, 10, 11, 12, 13-year-olds who are now worried about not only the shame of what's going on, but their parents. I mean, a lot of kids in gymnastics, and other people can speak to this too, their parents invest time, money, energy. Parents quit jobs. Parents move families. Parents move mountains to support these athletes. So can you imagine at 11 saying, well, I'm going to complain about what my coach is telling me is okay, but it feels weird to me after my family's picked me up and moved me from here to there so I could pursue this dream. And if I say anything, I'm going to lose it. What? Kids get isolated in that because they think they're going to disappoint their parents. And as a parent, it's hard to go to your kids and go, no matter what, I love you. You can tell me anything. No matter the consequence, I'm here for you, because you don't even know you need to say that because you don't know what's happening to them. So the USA Gymnastics thing just breaks my heart. But the US Olympic Committee needs to pull out everyone from that organization. And they all need to lose their careers. These guys in Hollywood are losing their careers over stuff they did to adult women. Everyone in USA Gymnastics should lose their fucking job. All of them.
Guys,
Emily
this
says,
is Wine Wednesday. This is Wine Wednesday. I got the ladies on here, and we talking about everything underneath the sun. Hey, listen, no topic.
I'm going to sit and be quiet.
Every topic is a good topic right here. And we talk about...
Because now, here's what's going to happen, Easy.
Yeah.
Then you're going to get onto whether they're killing the iPhone 10 or not, and I'm going to have to yell some more. So before we get to iPhone, can we do something else first? Can we just
saw my funeral video?
Emily, you haven't seen the funeral video yet?
No. Can we do something else first? Can we give a girl a break?
We'll wait for the iPhone then. All right, so.
I never
get us into the chat.
I never knew how dramatic technology could be since the last 2 years. Ever since I've gotten my Note 7, the drama that comes with just tech is crazy. I feel like I'm watching a telenovela. It's like all of a sudden the iPhone X is like, no más. Like, ¿por qué? And then iPhone X is like, me voy con LG. And Sansa goes, oh, mi amor, no. The drama that comes out of this is amazing. I know that we're moving from like just like a really sad subject
to real serious,
like a lighthearted.
That is a perfect transition.
But it is a soap opera. So CPR for the Body and Cheeseburger says, do you guys know anything about what is going on right now between Apple, Samsung, LG? Do you guys know?
Are we having a tech three-way? I don't know.
I'm at iPhone. Woo, look at that.
Oh, you got iPhone. Okay.
You got an iPhone. So
CPR for the Body and Cheeseburger says, because do you guys know anything about what's going on right now with tech between Apple, Samsung, and LG right now? Do you guys know like what's going on?
No.
Okay. Would you guys like for me to tell you the telenovela?
boy.
You know what?
Oh,
I feel like
like
we
to hear
being
anything
set
that
up.
way.
I feel like we need popcorn.
Okay, so because the way I've been
need
looking
popcorn.
at this is kind of like
I'm lighting a
It's
candle.
like a
for Apple.
telenovela. So we're gonna start from the most recent thing that's going on right now. So there is a Apple insider that usually does predictions, and their predictions is usually correct. And their latest prediction is
Not an insider.
well,
Just
no,
saying.
not an insider. They're just like a rumor type of person. They're kind of like
An
the
analyst.
Nostradamus of analysts. They're like the Nostradamus of Apple. So their prediction is that the iPhone X is going to be discontinued before the next model comes out. Now that is like unheard of because Apple they do really well in sales. They usually still manufacture phones up until the next model comes out. So they're predicting that by this summer they're going to stop the production of the iPhone X. Okay, this phone was like all and be all, like the 10-year anniversary of the iPhone coming out. And so if you look at kind of like, if you now go back in the timeline of kind of how this prediction is coming into play, I look at it as a telenovela. Okay, so I'm gonna start from the Note 7. Okay, I'm gonna take it that far back.
Burn, baby, burn.
The
Burn,
bomb.
baby, burn, right?
The bomb.
These Note 7s were catching on fire, and then it was like this phone was like amazing. It was like ahead of its time, and then there was people who was saying, like I was one of them, that Apple has something to do with it, and it was a conspiracy. So then after that,
but they wouldn't let them on planes because they were afraid like the planes would blow up and stuff. Like it was dramatic.
It was.
They were banned,
I still have my Note 7 and it works fine.
from
It hasn't
planes.
blown up on me or anything.
Dramatic.
Yeah. So then after that, the next iPhone comes out and it doesn't have a headphone jack. And everybody knows that all of these years, Samsung has been making the screens for Apple. All right. So now after the whole fiasco happens with the Note 7, Apple comes out with their phones, the Pixel comes out, all of these phones come out. There's a whole bunch of heavy hitters. Here comes the S8, this beautiful, almost bezel-less device, and it's just rocking the world right now. Okay, and the crazy thing about it is that people are praising it, and now everybody's like looking at Apple. Well, what are you gonna do next? What are you gonna do next? Samsung makes the screens for Apple. There's already a conflict of interest there, so Samsung is already gonna know what Apple is gonna make before it comes out. So the Note 8 comes out before the iPhone X. And this is where the crazy stuff starts to happen. Samsung ships out the Note 8 10 days before it's supposed to be released because I believe that is because they knew what the iPhone X was going to look like and what it was going to bring, that they just got spurred and they just gave everybody's phones out sooner than everybody. Then after that, the Google Pixel came out. And there, it was a debacle because the small one, there's two versions. There's a small Pixel, there's a big Pixel. The small Pixel screen was created by Samsung. That one was okay. The XL version, the big version, that one was made by LG. And those screens were really bad. So they were shifting blue when you turned it at a certain angle. It was not bright. It was not saturated. It looked very dull. People were complaining. The oleo, the coating that protects the phone from fingerprints was rubbing off. It was a hot mess. People were just returning it. There was no recall.
Hot Mess Express.
There was no recall, right? Now here comes Apple. They come out with theirs. They actually announced theirs a month ahead. So they announced theirs, a month ahead, and they have two 8s, so a regular size one and then a big one, and then they come out with the X, and it's like just really cool. It's really awesome. It has like a lot of features that it's also ahead of its time. But but then comes the bad parts. The 8 comes out. Not a lot of people buy it. It starts crackling. One of the batteries are starting to puff up and break the phone. And then the X was supposed to be delayed, but then they said, "Oh, whatever. We're just gonna put lesser type of facial recognition hardware on it, and we just so that people can have it by the time we say we were gonna have it." And unfortunately, as big as Apple is and what they anticipated, the sales are not. They're good, but they're not what they anticipated. They're making more phones than what they're supposed to be
is that they're not what is anticipated because nobody knows how many have sold.
Yep. So then there's a lot of people also. Then there's also rumors that a lot of people have been returning and have just gone back to the 8. And they're like, you know what? I just missed that home button. But then listen to this. There's a rumor that the iPhone, when they come out with their next product, they're not going to get their screens from Samsung. They're going to get their screens from LG. And it's probably because they're tired of Samsung knowing what their product is going to look like ahead of time so they could get one up. Right. And LG is not doing so well. They're most likely not even going to come out with a phone this year. So Apple is saving LG by having them make the screens. And then now this analyst comes out and starts saying, hey, the iPhone X is going to be discontinued. They're not going to make anymore by the time the next one comes out. What is going? This is a telenovela. It's kind of like a, LG, Samsung, and Apple. It's like a triamor going on right here. And there's just so much like betrayal, deceiving.
It's a threesome. We're all in bed together.
Mingling. It's crazy. So I know you probably never thought that tech could be so sexy, but it is. Sometimes I don't even need to watch TV. I just read the news and then I start connecting the dots and I'm like, oh my God, did you hear what just happened? Like legit, I'm like that at lunchtime. Nobody's like, if anybody talks to me at lunchtime, I'm telling the telenovela story of tech.
That was a great story. Actually, that right there is exactly probably what happened. That is exactly probably what happened. Apple said, you know what, we just gave you, $400 billion for these screens, but now you know what we about to come out with. So you're right. LG probably, they need the money. Oh, you gonna give us 30 billion? Oh, thank you. We'll take it. Ooh, we even go skip the S7, right? I mean the G7. We ain't even gonna come out with a phone. Because we go just focus on Apple.
So people can forget us for real.
We're just going to start selling replacement screens.
Solid plan.
Yeah. But I mean, look, listen, here's the thing. I'm shocked to hearing. I actually did a video. I stayed up all night doing this video, by the way. I posted a video like 2 a.m. in the morning because it was about good fun. And let me say this before we get into my thoughts about this. Disclaimer. The funeral videos that I post on this YouTube channel is pure entertainment. Oh my God. People go ape shit about this stuff. You posted a video. I'm like, it's okay. It's only fun, folks. I mean, I'm not going to take my iPhone 10 and put it in the ground for Christ's sakes, right? I mean, these funeral videos that I make, it's pure entertainment, people. Entertainment. All right, people get up in their feelings about it. I'm gonna kill you. I hate you. Why you make a funeral video about my beloved device?
Okay, look, I love an iPhone. I have all of my Apple stuff. It is not that serious, people. At the end of the day, it's a phone. Right. He's not burying your spouse.
Like the other two things that we talked about before we got into this, there's way more like things that we should go apeshit about besides this, but.
We got there. We covered the serious.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
When we're crying over $1,000 phone that's like first world problems, it's literally just that. However, I don't love how sensationalized the news stories are about Apple. It's Apple's killing the iPhone. Apple's doing this, and Apple didn't meet sales, and Apple said they were delaying it. Then they had more stock, but because there was stock, that means they didn't sell, and it's just so much drama.
Well, here's a question. I would rather have stock to sell than no stock and people waiting 5 weeks for it, right?
Yes, But then if you have too much stock, it's because they're not selling. It's not because you have more stock than they thought. It's because they're not selling, right? There's always a negative spin on it.
I mean, so
Or
damn
you
if you
made
do,
more
damn if you
because
don't.
you're like, oh, I think it's going to do great. And then you were wrong. So now you have the leftover stock.
Yeah.
And Apple never has leftover stock. I think they have a pretty adequate stock, but you know, if you can walk into an Apple store and buy a phone the day of launch or the day after launch, then everybody thinks it means the launch is a failure, where I think it means consumers win. Not everybody wants to get up at midnight like me or 3 a.m. on the East Coast to order a goddamn phone. They want to walk into a store, see if they like it, and buy it. And if they walk into a store and can't buy it, it's really frustrating for people. So, but if Apple doesn't have phones on hand, it's like, oh, you got to wait. And I think some people like to play into that hype of exclusivity with Apple. Like, oh, well, I've done it. Oh, what? You mean you didn't get your new phone today, launch day? Sucks to be you. Have fun waiting till Christmas.
Yeah.
But it's stupid.
Bro.
It's just Ace in the chat room says I pre-order everything because only chumps wait. I do too, Ace, and I will be up tomorrow night at midnight pre-ordering an Apple HomePod.
Word.
Boom. Let's see how that works. I'm going to see if I can get her and Alexa to fight.
Oh,
Yeah.
for your
So let me give you my thoughts on this.
Mhm.
All right. So just say, for instance, the iPhone 10 get canceled. All right. Discontinued. Well, doesn't this phone all of a sudden becomes a collectible item?
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
And the value of this phone goes up by 200%.
But can we clarify what we mean by discontinued? We mean that as the new phones come out, they will no longer sell this phone.
Yeah.
That is not
Right.
discontinued. That's what they
It's not
did.
the end of the world.
A lot.
That is
They're
not as
going
bad as
to
the recall.
release whatever the next version they call it. They're going to release the new versions, and the speculation is that because there will be a lower tiered pricing version with no home button, they cannot have the X competing with whatever the new lower end version of the X will be, the X SE or whatever. So they're going to have the 3 tiers of phones, speculation. And if they have a lower end phone that's at like $799, you can't have the X down at like the $899 range, because it would be like in that $850, $899 range discounted. So why would you can't, why would they make the more expensive phone and discount it? They're just going to make a cheaper phone, and that'll be the cheaper one. And then you'll have 2 that are the higher end ones with different size screens. So they're not really discontinuing it.
Let me ask you this question. Just say that this phone got the premium parts, the premiumness, it costs $800 to get this phone fixed. So if the next generation phone come out with cheaper parts, a little cheaper to fix, that means this is your premium phone, right? This would be your premium phone, and the other iteration would be a little less cheaper. Look, what Apple did was, the reason why the back glass costs you over $500 to get fixed is because all the components is sorted. Isn't it like on this glass? So in order to replace the glass, they got to replace the motherboard, the modem, the
pretty much have to
RAM,
replace the whole
everything.
phone.
They got to replace the whole phone. So I think that was Apple's mistake, because as fragile as this device is, I don't know if that was poor planning at that point, right? Because if you drop this phone on the back, they want to charge you almost $600 to fix. That's a lot of freaking money. All right, but they do got to. But I mean, that's a lot of money to fix for glass. But people.
But with that one, Eric, if the back breaks, if they replace the whole phone, they don't fix the back, right? That's what I saw in somebody's video. If you break the back, it's $500, but you get a replacement phone.
Yeah, they basically replace the whole phone.
Right. So they replaced the whole phone, because technically the manpower that it takes is going to take every component out of the back of the phone and put it in a new phone. Yeah, they just gonna give you a new phone at that point, right? Yeah. So basically, if you pay $500, you're gonna get a new phone. But what if the front glass is broke? I mean, you're gonna charge you $200+, $300 for the front. So if you drop the phone and you crack the front and you crack the back, we already know the back gonna cost $550. So how about the front? So they're gonna charge you $800?
Yeah.
What if you crack it after they stop making them?
That's called SOL.
Oh my gosh.
I'm just saying.
Well, they got. I guess at that point, if you break your phone and it's this say November, December of 2018, and Apple discontinued this phone, they no longer manufacture the phone. I mean, of course, on a black market you go find the phone, but you can't get it repaired. So at this point, if you break your phone, you're done. To me, it's the collectible. I ain't gonna lie to you. I mean, you know, put it in a box, sell it.
Mine's going right back in its original box.
Right. Put it back in the box and you know, get about $3,000 for it right quick. You know what I'm saying?
I don't think I'm trading this one in. I have my original iPhone, and I think I'm keeping this one too. I will upgrade. But I think I'm going to keep this one as well.
Yeah, you know what? I'm saying the same thing. I'm thinking, you know what? I got the original iPhone also. And you know the price for the original iPhone in mint condition right now? If you got the box and all the parts and everything, oh my God. It's like Atari. If you got an original Atari, right, in the box, ready to go, ready to sell, oh my God. I mean, that thing is very expensive to buy right now. Mm-hmm. But, you know, it is... So somebody want to answer some of these comments? A lot of people.
Yeah, some people have been saying.
Albert and I are having a discussion. Don't interrupt. I'll be back.
Yeah, people have been giving some good advice. So Ace Lucero, he said, put your phone in the Defender case. That's very, very true. Cheeseburger says that we should get into the phone repair business. I think that it would be very wise, or at least put you like get into the stock of it, like put your stocks in phone repairs, especially with these glass phones. And then some people are saying, what are they saying here? Oh, so Ernest Hollins compared it. He said it's like Black Friday. Some people camp out their homes to be the first to go inside the company place. I'm not the one. I will wait until the morning. I'm not getting run over.
Well, Black Friday ain't like it used to be, though. I mean, think about it. I mean, remember how long time ago you had to run it Black Friday? Oh, I want this TV. Come on now. I mean, you can walk right in like, I want to buy that TV. You know what I'm saying? Black Friday ain't what it used to be.
It's not. Some of the doorbusters still are, but I can't camp.
Yeah.
Because
Cyber
like
Monday, bro.
Cyber Monday, and a lot of the stuff now starts online on Wednesday.
Yeah.
So I'm done with Black Friday on Wednesday.
Yeah, I know. It's not even Friday.
You can buy it on Thanksgiving online before you go eat with your family.
Yeah, it's like Black Thanksgiving. That's how I feel working retail.
Oh, man.
Yeah, that's a bummer.
That's what happens when you cook your turkey before you leave, and when the time you get home, it's Black Thanksgiving because you got a black burnt turkey.
It's no good.
Oh, and the advice that people are giving as well is get insurance on your phone.
Oh, yeah. Is it worth it?
Apple Care is worth it.
Well, Apple Care is worth it. But just say, all right, so if I buy, if Albert in there, I'm about to mess with him. If I buy a OnePlus 5T, should I get insurance on the OnePlus 5T? I like to mess with Albert. Yeah, I want to mess with Albert. So if I get a OnePlus 5T, damn it, should I get insurance?
How dangerous are you with phones? Like for me, I'm real careful. I baby my devices, so I never get insurance.
Well,
because your devices are pretty much stuffed animal pets.
Yeah,
that's what I'm about to say.
I have regular cases today.
I wish I had my old phone case on. It has cheeseburgers and kitties on it.
Mia said Amazon did an entire month of November for Black Friday deals.
That is.
And then they do a month for Prime Day.
Damn, I love Amazon.
Yeah.
So I mean, look, at the end of the day, I mean, look, if we could talk about this, has Amazon go change the way you shop? I mean, they open up a new they just opened up a new place where you can walk in, get everything you want, and walk right out the store.
Yep.
And they're opening a new HQ too.
They are.
That's cool.
Did you see the line wrapped around the building at lunchtime now?
What? Which I can't wait in line for stuff I can just get. I'm sorry. Like Amazon Prime Now brings it to my house.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess there's something new, and it's kind of fun to go do something new, and it is Seattle, and you know, people love new, but you just go in and pick up your stuff and leave.
New too.
Yeah,
I like that though. I like that concept.
What's
I
the-
like to walk in, get my basket full, and I mean, there's GPSing you all over the place. So you got all kinds of sensors and shit, right? And then I mean, obviously they're charging you as you go, right? So when you walk out the door, you're getting charged for everything. I like that.
All you have to do is just get the mark of the beast. That's all you got to do.
But here's the problem. Would that is that good or bad for workers? Because at that point, you ain't got no cashiers.
Well, okay, so there is an article out right now by the Wall Street Journal called "What Do We Do?" or essentially "What Do We Do with All the Dead Malls?" And it talks about that 2018 might be the year where more retail mall outlets close than any other year, even 2008. So it was just talking about the death of retail and how people don't want to go to malls. People just want stuff to come to their house. But it was saying that when retail jobs move online, those jobs tend to be higher paying. So yes, we might lose workers in the physical location, but those workers are now shifting on the back end to deal with the tech behind it. So Amazon's opening a new headquarters. They're going to be hiring thousands of workers. So you're now getting different kinds of jobs. And I think the jobs we're going to see being created will allow people to live a little more flexibly than a 9-to-5 in a retail shop. You're going to get people who
they're not going to be on YouTube now for their job.
Maybe not.
But what about
Maybe not.
But what about this, right? What about little old grandma that like to stand at the door to be the people greeter, right? Well, what happened to her job, right? I mean, little old grandma, can I see your receipt, please?
Well, I mean, I don't know if I've noticed this. This is what I've noticed in the school system now. It's kind of like we're training our children to be technology. You know, what is it that even me, I encourage my daughters, you know, you guys need to start falling in love with algorithms and math and thinking about how to take apart a computer and put it together and stuff like that. Why?
YouTube.
Because do YouTube. Yeah, exactly. Like these are the types of conversations that we're having with our kids now. Yeah. That the money is in the technology, the digital technology, and this is where we're kind of training our kids to now go into the future. You know, good or bad, we're kind of programming our children to be programs.
But they're ready.
I was just gonna say that, just being dehumanized, and it's.
Is it just me?
She got stuck. All right, so before
the chat room is saying that grandma should be in Boca. So the chat room is saying, Grandma, enjoy your life. You do you, boo. Get you some white wine and a nice warm climate.
So, you got a fan. You have a fan. Ace said that who's the lady with the headphone? I'm falling in love.
Didn't I say who I was at the beginning, Ace? Were we not paying attention? I am Emily Baker. I couldn't put my lower third up tonight. I'm sorry. The lower thirds weren't working this evening.
Yeah, the lower third ain't working.
Emily D. Baker, ESQ. You can find me everywhere. I'm not on Twitter much. Instagram. I'm on Instagram. And Pokemon Go.
Yeah. Oh, I saw your picture when you did Pokemon Go, gang. That was awesome. I loved it.
I gotta tell you guys, can we talk about taking tech from online offline?
Sure.
I have a Pokemon Go local community because when Pokemon Go changed to the raid system, you needed to have like 12 people in one place at one time, and you didn't want to get like robbed. And I like playing with my kids, and it's really disappointing to explain to kids like, hey, we're here, but we don't have enough people to win this raid. So if more people don't show up, we're going to lose. So I created a community Facebook group saying, hey, let's post up raids we're going to. So at least we have enough people. Pokemon Go just released community days, and the community days are a time-specific 11 to 2 p.m. event, and they're going to do them monthly. So now the first one was a Pikachu event, of course, and there was a higher rate of shiny Pikachu, which is really awesome. And then they had a special move, which was awesome. And they had some other really cool bonuses. They had double XP and extra Stardust. At one point, we had 75 people out playing in the park where we live from 11 to 2. And it's all the people who are online together, people of every age, race, sexual orientation, all together playing Pokemon Go with their families or by themselves. it was really, really fun to just get offline and go have fun with this silly game with people and their kids or not their kids. We have high school kids that come play with us. I'm almost 40. Like, it's really fun for our little high school kid to come out and school me on the ways of Pokemon GO statistics, because he is the man, all things Pokemon. It's just a really cool event. So they're going to do the monthly, and the YouTubers did a big meetup in Long Beach, Trainer Tips and Mystic 7. I think we might go down and play in Long Beach for the next one. But we just had such a great community day. And my Pokemon Go community, one of the women in the community was talking about her middle school daughter having some challenges with friends. And our community is like, oh, I got you. My kids will make sure that we've got your back. Like, so it's now created a community of people. I live in a fairly small community. I did not know any of the people in this group that live in my town.
Oh, cool.
And so now my kids know a broader range of kids. I know more people. We've just had so much fun with it. So it was great. We had a really great Pokemon Go community event, and it's nice. Some of my Pokemon Go group who didn't have family got together and played on Thanksgiving. Like, this game's kind of created a place for people to go, and all games do that, right? Mm-hmm. All games have their own little community. Tech has its little community.
Yeah.
But Pokemon this year has really tried to get people into their communities, and that's where the raid system came from. It was to get people out to meet other people, and the community days, the first one was so cool. So I'm really excited for the next one. And most of the rewards are at parks, so it's great to bring your kids and let them run around and be with your neighbors.
Hey, you know what? It's so funny that people watch this stream a lot. People ask the question, Miss Emily, why you change your headphones? I seen that comment in there.
Why did I change my headphones? Okay, so I have an appointment at the Apple Store to take my AirPods in. One, I like the sound quality on this better in the replay. And two, I can't get my big podcasting mic up here. It blocks my face. And I think I'm adorable, and you all should see me. But the AirPods kept dying on me midstream. And I was like putting one in and charging one. And Sharice's lasted for her. Like, the Tep couple has like the bougie AirPods. So I'm taking them to the Apple Store, but they were not lasting. I also work on my AirPods all day now, and I've been really busy. So I am on phone call all day with my AirPods. So by the time we get to Wine Wednesday, I need a wired headphone, and I've been really happy with this. I use it to record a lot of my VO and stuff like that. So
yeah. See, it's so weird that people watch this stream so much. When they see things change, they ask the questions like, "What happened with this and what happened with that?" So it's pretty nice to see.
And
that.
I moved. I got internet rewired out to my office, and as I get reset up out here, I might bring in my big mic and do it with that. But we'll see. This doesn't have a dongle though. This just has a cord. So
no dongles.
CPR for the body. Welcome back.
Welcome back. You was talking, and all of a sudden you just went off. Like
the whole hangout said the call ended. I don't know why. And I had to go back in and say I understand and all that to get back in.
It was the Illuminati. They knew you were gonna get like.
This is why we still need humans having jobs, not just computers.
Cheeseburger, you need to go in on your Xbox statement. You in the live chat, that's not gonna come back when it on the replay. So you need to announce that during the live stream.
Okay, well, there is an Xbox Live Rewards free playathon. I said free, but it's only free if you already have Xbox Live. So if you have an Xbox and you don't have Xbox Live, you're probably not watching this, because if you have internet, I guarantee you have Xbox Live. You go on there, you play free-to-play games that you can download to your console, and basically you earn entries into the sweepstakes. And I don't know the exact specifics, but I do know it is a 4K something with a Q TV, and it's beautiful, and it's going to be mine. So y'all can have the second, third, fourth, fifth prize. So yeah.
You claiming it.
But it's on for like 3 more weeks, so check it out.
Oh, good. Thank you for the info.
Yeah. Look.
Oh, yes.
And we are see, like everybody's putting dongles in the streams now.
As
soon as y'all say one thing about dongles, it all of a sudden becomes it's a trending topic.
every week.
Yes. It is like
The
the
ladies love
most
dongles.
word for Wine Wednesday.
Hashtag dongles.
It is said
It
at
looks
least
like-
once.
The chat room wants to talk football.
Oh,
Oh,
Boo,
Oh.
Patriots.
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 My New Orleans Saints got beat by Minnesota, and Minnesota got slaughtered.
It was a good
By the
game.
They didn't
Eagles.
even show up. They
Nah,
didn't
no,
show up.
wait, right. That was not a good game. That was a slaughter.
I don't care who wins. I'm just gonna watch it on my 75-inch TV.
Hey, there it is.
Yeah, you've got it.
I'm just gonna watch the halftime show. I'm not gonna watch the whole thing.
And the commercials. I keep telling my husband that I'm like, hubby, Super Bowl's coming up. Like, this is hard. I went to college in Massachusetts. My family's from Philly. I like a cheesesteak. I love a Massachusetts accent. Like, I don't know who to root for. So I am torn, but I'm like, we need a bigger TV for the Super Bowl. I have married the only man on earth that refuses to get a bigger TV.
What?
And it is making me insane.
What?
And I adore him, but I'm like, honey, we could fit at least a 75, if not an 80. Like, there's so much wall showing. I'm like, we could just, and he's like, we don't need another TV. This one works perfectly fine. I'm like, who are you?
Oh my God.
My brother.
I mean, look, don't get me wrong. After looking at the live stream and Catwoman showed her 75-inch, I've been campaigning for one for like 2 months now.
Yeah, it was gorge.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm that girl who's like, I love my wedding ring. I love a little earring, but I don't need diamonds. I need a new phone every year. I need a bigger TV. I need my kids not to play with my Nintendo Switch. Like, my needs are simple. And dongles. I need to not lose my dongles. Like, don't take my dongles. So anyway, who's everybody rooting for Super Bowl other than more dilly dilly commercials? Because I'm in for the dilly dilly commercials from Bud Light. That's what I'm looking forward to.
Snap of the Super Bowl. I have
not any of it.
No.
Not even for JT at halftime.
Nope.
Why?
Is he gonna be by himself?
I don't know.
Well, he sure ain't gonna be with Janet.
Well, I feel like if he's able to come back, she should be able to come back too. Like, I'm not even down for that.
That's pretty nice. I mean, you could. I love that halftime show.
Around.
I mean, you just
Janet.
Yeah, like Janet.
What you say?
I said they should have switched it around. Give me some Janet. Let JT go back.
Yeah, I'm like, I mean, look how it happened. Ain't like she did that. Like, I just feel like she should be able to come back too. It's not fair. It's not fair at all.
I mean, why not? I mean, maybe she could just grab him by the genitals and just take his out and let him come in, right? So
but that's the thing. That's what I'm saying. Like, she didn't rip it off herself. So it's like, why can't she come back? She didn't do anything. Like, that doesn't make sense.
I think they were both in on it. She didn't just have.
I think so too. I think
show.
that they both should not be able to come back to the Super Bowl.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's just messed up. So she she messed herself up by saying that he didn't know that because this is what she said. She said, I was the one. He was supposed to take that off, but I was supposed to have something else underneath.
Yes.
Instead, I just decided to put a star.
She was supposed to have something under.
I was just like, no, you didn't. Ryan. You both in on it. And you just mad it got backfired. But at least that clip made YouTube big because everybody was looking for that clip.
Yep.
And everybody go on YouTube to get that clip.
We had it DVR'd, so we rewound and we're like, did that just happen? And then we talked about it. I was in law school and we talked about it in constitutional law forever. And I was at Media Law Con last week and we were talking about how stuff like that is that an expression of First Amendment speech? Is that is a nipple protected speech? Well, there's arguments on both sides, right? That's her speech, like it's her body, but the FTC has regulations and like.
But wait a minute, isn't her puppies fake though? Isn't the puppies
those
fake?
They're not fake.
I mean, they're fake, right?
No, those were not.
It didn't look. I mean,
Janice didn't look fake.
Yeah.
Okay, so
they were not perky enough to be fake. No offense, Janet. But they were not.
I agree with the FTC saying that was not a good thing. So I'll tell you guys something that happened earlier today. My husband and I, we were watching Steve Harvey We were watching the Family Feud, and in one of the Family Feud things, the question was, what is something your grandmother would tell your grandfather that would shock him? And it was the one team had everything but one, right? And then the other team, they didn't even know what it was. And the answer was a sex toy. Okay. My daughter was sitting next to me, and it didn't say sex toy. It actually said vibrator /toy. And my daughter turns to me and she goes, "What's a vibrator?" And we
right.
go, "No, that's nothing. You didn't know what it is. Oh, nothing. You didn't know what it is. Okay, that's it. Oh, it's done. No more TV." So I understand why people are like, you can't really just do everything on TV, because you never really, like, even when you're with your children and you're watching something and something happens, you're like, oh crap, I wasn't ready for this conversation. Now I have to have this conversation. So
that's why we don't watch award shows with my kids, because some of the stuff that comes flying out of people's mouths at award shows, I'm like, I'm not ready to explain some of that. Yeah. And it could be my choice. So we don't watch award shows with the kids, and lately they just get really political. And we try not to get into the politics with my kid, because then he comes home from 4th grade going, well, so-and-so said North Korea is going to kill us all. And is that true? And blah, blah, blah. I'm like, I don't want you to go to school worried that North Korea is going to kill us all. Like, just go to school. Like, we got bigger problems. Just go to school and be a kid and don't worry about bigger problems.
Mommy, what's a shithole?
I'd be like,
my kid to be a kid.
North Korea's this big. We're this big. So worry less. School.
I just want my kid to be a kid for a little bit more.
Yeah, but bombs, when they explode, they go this big. So,
but at least we know we can get a text warning.
Yeah,
text warning works.
Even if it's false, right?
We get a warning. I don't know what we're supposed to do with that warning. Like, ballistic missile incoming. What? Let me get my, transformer out of the garage to knock it out of the sky. Like, what am I supposed to do?
That's when everybody starts singing the Barney song. I love you.
Yes, exactly.
That's just enough time to sing the Barney song.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you meant the cleanup song.
Oh, no, that's after. That's after.
If the bomb is coming, shit's not getting cleaned up.
You'll be cleaning up with like 12 arms.
Sean just made a point down there in the chat. Sean Vega Velez. He said kids know more than we think, and that's so true.
Yes.
As parents, I've talked to my kids early about the pecker in the vagina, like literally the insertion, all that. We talked about everything. Because the way this world is today, they will be so confused if you don't teach them early. So by the time you say, oh, I'm ready to talk about this or not ready to talk about that, it's so much stuff that you don't even realize your kid sees in school that you think is a protected educational place that you have to get to them before somebody else does. You get what I'm saying? So we set them down really early, early. And it's so amazing with the relationships that I have with my daughters, because anything that wasn't okay, they were like, mommy this or mommy that. Even if it wasn't what it could have been, right? I knew it, and they weren't afraid to tell me, because I'm so open with them having that communication. And to know that I've had family members who were not, right? Or they say, oh no, not yet. She's only 7. Oh, she's only 8, or this, and their child been molested and didn't know what to say, because they knew nothing about that. They knew nothing about that feeling, how this would feel inappropriate or how this would feel a certain way. Is just crazy, because and like I said, I told you, I talk to you guys about this, and working in the system with kids who are locked away in South Carolina. They lock kids away like they lock adults away. And these kids be having mental problems and things that they go through. But if you talk to these kids, it's all because they didn't know. They did not know something. And so they went to stay the night over Jimmy's house or Rebecca's house or something like that. And it was just a fun night together. But Rebecca's uncle is kind of loony, who stays there as well. Or you get what I'm saying? Or just different things like that. And things occur. They don't know that it's not good, because you haven't sat down and told them the difference between good and bad touch and how that works and all that good stuff. So I just say that that's something that you need to talk about. As soon as they know what that little thing is down there, you need to start talking about it, because they're curious. Kids are so curious. And I've seen all the way down to a 3-year-old with issues. You get what I'm saying? Once they know and it piques them, you need to talk about it. You need to talk about it. I don't care what it is, because you want to be the first one. So that way they know, hey, I remember mommy talking to me about that. I'm going to tell mommy that such and such said that, boom, boom, boom. But if you don't, it's you leaving it for whoever to expose it to them. And then when you tell them, it's like, now they're confused because you're seeing something different from somebody else.
Yeah.
No, you're absolutely right.
You have to get those talks out of there.
I'm guilty. I worked in.
So when I got cut off.
Yeah.
Go ahead. No, go.
When I got cut off, remember we were talking about the computers, and you were saying how you teach your daughters to get into that because that's going to be the thing. I feel like we being dehumanized, we being dumbed down to like ridiculous levels, because think about the fact, and I don't know if we talked about this when I was on here last time, our kids are not taught to do a signature. Everything that means something in your life, you have to sign the dotted line. Like kids don't even know how to connect the S and the H. They don't know how to cursive. You get what I'm saying? That's what we were taught, because signatures mean the world to you and what you contract yourself with in your life. We're not taught that anymore. You get what I'm saying? And then I was doing a lady's hair today, and it was so funny because she literally said to me, she said, oh, I don't even know what emoji to put to respond to that, because as I look at all the people who've already responded, I'll be repeating what they said. I said, well, why don't you respond back with words? You get what I'm saying? And she said, who does that today? And I said, that is so pathetic.
Who does that? Who talks in words?
It is so pathetic that we are going to start not using our senses because these computers are taking over and making everything so microwave and so just right now. Like nobody has patience today because everybody wants everything fast.
Yep.
You get what I'm saying? If you think about 10, 20 years ago when we didn't have all this stuff, we were able to, it was more love. No, it wasn't the stress and the migraines and the cancer and all this stuff that's going on, because everybody interacted. That human interaction is what keeps us alive. The vibes and all that is what keep us going. When you start to lose that, we start to become we're not human. We're not being humans anymore. It's everything is programmed, and that's not cool. That's not cool. I mean, say what you want. I've always been the by myself person because I don't go with the flow. And y'all knew this. I told y'all this when I was on last time. I don't go with the flow of what's going on. I go with what's best for my family. So if I lay down and die tonight, my children and my family would know that I've done all I can to teach them everything I can in love, and not because I'm doing it because this person is doing it, or I'm doing that because this is what the trend is. I don't set trends. I mean, I don't follow trends. I don't set trends. I just be me. And I have a unique style about me. And that's who I am. And that's what I want my kids to be. And I told them last time, like, I'm not a techie person. That's why you don't hear me talking too much when y'all talk tech. I'm not a techie person. I'm more of a person who wants to be here to help, because I've been through so much in my life. I've seen so many people in my life go through things. You get what I'm saying? So my perspective of these chats is not going to be the same. So for those of you who haven't met me, I'm a little bit quiet when y'all talk about tech, because my passion is for things that mean a lot to me. You get what I'm saying? So that's why you may not hear me talking much about tech, but when I hear some way that I can pop in and talk about something that's important to me, that's when I'm going to jump in. But I just feel like we're just being dehumanized right now. I feel like we need to get a closer connection.
Let me ask you a question. Since we talk about this, right? I see this a lot, and I've been seeing this for a very long time. And I know when we talk about tech taking over the industry, have you ever went to a McDonald's or Burger King or whatever fast food restaurant, this say anywhere, right? And you give somebody say, okay, it's $14.49, right? And you give them the paper money, then you give them change, and they get confused. You see their face like.
That would be me though.
Okay, then they give it back to you. I've seen that a lot, and I worked in a lot of different industries. And if somebody give you a total, and you give them the paper money, and they type it in the system, right, as far as cash tender, then all of a sudden you say, "Oh, I got 14 cents," and you give it to them. Right then and there, they all screwed up.
They're like, I can't math.
But I think you're right when we talk about computers, because that person relying on the computer to tell them how much change to give back. But as they put that in the system, and the customer all of a sudden say, well, I got change. You can't go back in the system and say, oh, I screwed up. Hold on, I can't do. They have to actually think about that. So what you're saying is correct, because they have to think at that point. And sometimes by them thinking, they never thought before. I've had people to actually tell me, oh, I already put it in the system. They're like, wait, huh? Okay, so it's 5:14, and I give you 10:14, and all of a sudden you just told me I just put in the system already. You can keep your 14 cents. You know, I mean, I've had that happen to me. I'm quite sure y'all did too. Even if, like, if you go to the drive,
use calculators for standardized tests now. It's certain parts of standardized tests they get calculators for.
That's right. That's right.
When we was going to school, calculator,
no,
you're getting in trouble for that. You're cheating. That's cheating. It's cheating. But not today. It's like you have to have a calculator.
The thing is, though, I went through school completely learning disabled, and a calculator would have been a savior for me, and I wouldn't have gotten D's in math because I could at least figure out what to put into the calculator, but I couldn't do it myself. So we live with tech. Oh, super chat, Albert.
Super chat. Thank you for Who will dance first?
Why is Albert paying us in pounds?
Because he's in the UK.
Thank you, Albert. Next time, Bitcoin.
Albert pound it.
Albert pound it. All right, so who's gonna dance for?
Really
Hold on.
To learn how to think again.
So wait a minute.
Who's gonna dance?
Wait a minute. So we said it before we start the stream that whoever get the first super chats, period, is gonna dance. Who's
maybe Albert gets to choose. Let Albert choose. Albert, who's gonna dance?
All right, so Albert, who's gonna dance? So whoever dance.
It's euros. Thank you, Albert.
Euro. Okay, euro. But yeah, I mean, at this point, I think that just say for reading purposes, right? It, like when I was in college, you took English 1, English 2, and you took college math. You took all these things, and in college they didn't give me no calculator. You had to do everything. They give you a piece of paper and a pencil, and they tell you do it, and I want you to break it down. I want you to show me every step that you make, every step that you make, and you got like 30 lines because you have to do every step. And if you got it wrong, you failed, right? And nowadays, things are different. They give you a calculator. I want to give you this calculator to make it easy for you. But I didn't go through this in college, right?
So you don't think.
Yeah.
And I want you to think.
Yeah.
Well, somebody was talking about cursive writing.
Oh, go ahead. Can we go?
Me.
No, I was talking about the chat where they're talking about cursive writing. Indiana's bringing it back.
Oh,
we don't have it here.
We still do cursive writing in California. Some. It's limited, but it's district by district.
The South took it away. They took it away in the South.
Yeah,
in South Carolina, they don't have it.
Oh, Ace.
Thank you, Ace.
All right. So who go dance? So Ace got the.
Well, I think Ace and Albert.
He said it was difficult to choose.
Oh, difficult.
He said it was difficult to choose.
Yeah. It's not difficult to run your mouth about the iPhone, Albert. Go ahead and dance.
Yeah, that's true. Albert, go talk about the iPhone.
With love, Albert. All with love and a lot of wine.
For me, though, I believe that technology can bring us together. It can, because technology is just a tool. But it's up to it's the morality when we use it. That's what makes it work for good or make it work for evil. So I don't know. I'm halfway. I'm aware of the manipulation and the programming in technology and the indoctrination of it, but then I also see the benefit side to it as well, because like just right now I'm meeting some pretty awesome people that I would have never met otherwise had it not been for technology.
All right, so Emily, they picked you to dance.
Nobody picked me to dance.
Yeah,
it doesn't say me. It says Albert. I think I'm gonna let Easy do the Donald dance.
Oh, no, wait. Ace said, I want the iPhone lady to dance.
Ace, you don't know my name and you're asking me to dance? I don't know about that. I don't know about that.
So that's right. So you at least got to know the name. Come on.
Yeah, exactly. No, I'm teasing. Easy, you got to dance too, but he said Donald dance, so get the mask.
I know I gotta get the mask. Y'all talk among yourselves.
Get the mask. I'm gonna. All right.
Oh, he apologized. He said he's sorry.
Oh, it's okay, Ace. I'm just teasing you. We're teasing and we're dancing. This is all we got in this chair with a lot of wine.
Yeah, we got no tunes.
That's all right. If we had tunes, we would definitely get demonetized for a copyright violation.
Yeah. I could turn on
even if it's not copywritten.
Oh, I was gonna say I could turn on some non-copyright music. Okay.
You can put on whatever you want, girl.
They got Easy, and Easy had a song that wasn't copywritten, and they still demonetized.
They still demonetized.
Or you have somebody claiming that it's their song and they don't even write songs.
What? Like somebody created their own original song and they get demonetized?
Oh, Big House Productions.
Yo.
Dollars calling out Kimmy to dance. Grumptious. All right, Catwoman, get those tunes on. We got everybody dancing. Oh. This is the greatest. I'm putting this on Instagram.
Oh my God, you got your umbrella.
With the umbrella.
Oh. Hold on.
Okay. See, we have fun. This is Wine Wednesday.
Hold on a second.
Okay.
Hold on a second. I'm fixing my connection.
Uh-oh.
I'm having issues. I'm coming. Just give me a second. I'm having problems.
Oh, how convenient.
How convenient.
I knew that was going to happen, but seriously, something happened with my connection.
Oh, we got another super chat?
Yeah, for Kimmy to dance.
Uh-oh, Kimmy about to dance. Okay.
Yeah, that's why they're saying it's convenience, and it's not. Somehow my Google Maps popped up.
What's that?
They're trying to tell you where to go to dance.
Exactly.
So if y'all didn't know, every Wednesday night we do this. Right.
What is the math that they're teaching kids now that I have no idea how to do? Anybody know what I'm talking about?
I was gonna say that.
It's really hard.
Yes, like what the heck is this? I'm like, this is not math. This is science because I have no idea what's going on here.
Sorcery. That's what it is.
I'm not mad
at
Common Core math. I'm not mad. It makes sense to my kid. I mean, I've gone to math in his classroom a couple times, and it's a more intuitive way to learn math. I'm not mad at it. I'm not mad at it. But I didn't learn math easily traditionally. So Common Core math doesn't really make me mad. What made me mad is the way they implemented it. You know, implement it with the elementary schools, leave the 6th graders and up alone and phase it in would make a lot more sense. But it's much more interactive. Everything in the classroom is much more interactive than it was when we went to school. So it's all kind of community based, but I'm not mad at it. Kimmy, time to dance.
Come on.
Time to dance.
All right.
I was gonna stand up in my chair, but I don't want to bust my tail. That'd be on the internet forever.
All right, so super chat is wide open. If you want to see these ladies dance, oh, here we go. Fox!
You guys can hear me all right, right?
Yeah.
Oh, is that the new tower in the background?
Yes, I was gonna put it in today, man. I passed out. I barely woke up, and I was up all day after work, and then doing the YouTube thing. I was like, I forgot how hard it is.
She's pretty.
Yeah, she posted a video today of how she put it together. It's so cool. I was drooling.
So cool.
Yeah,
I love those lights.
Thanks. I'm glad
I
you
know
guys
that
liked it.
purple too. That's a gorgeous setup.
Thank you. It's not clean right now because I was building a computer this weekend.
It's okay. It's not spring yet.
I love all of her white cables too. Like they're all white. But then when you need to unplug something, how are you gonna know which one's which?
Oh, I'm pretty anal about that.
You do? Okay.
I have a labeler and every single wire is labeled. So Yeah, I learned a few things from Martha.
Nice.
Mine is within reach. Both of them. I got two labelers within hands reach from where I'm sitting.
Oh wow.
I feel you, Fox. That's how
or
I
that
roll.
color tape wraparound right at the base.
Yep.
Yeah.
All my cords are labeled. Does anybody not do any of y'all not label your cords?
Me? Yeah. I just unplug and well, I pray before I unplug.
Hope for the best.
Like,
good luck.
I'm like, please don't let that be the power cord, because if I unplugged it, that means I got to redo my whole computer.
Oh my god! It's like, it's been on for 10 days. They needed to restart.
Albert says they used to call me Monk for the way I organized my network cabinet. Albert, I appreciate that about you.
Oh, nice.
Because I'm a little OCD the way I organize my tech as well. Like, those cords better be wrapped and put to the back. You got to keep it clean.
I'm not very organized. Well, I try to be, but I'm really organized. He's all choking over here.
No, bring him in. Bring him in. He's got something to say about that.
Accountability partner.
I'm really organized with my folders on my computer, though.
Put some in
folders on your computer.
Yeah. That's about the only thing I'm like super awesome at. Everything else, I suck.
You guys, I used to be horrified. So at the DA's office, I would help often end up doing a lot of the tech stuff for trial, shockingly. And I would help some of the older DAs on their computers, and the entire desktop would be documents. Like, you couldn't see anything. It would just be end-to-end documents and stuff like layered on top of each other. I'm like, what are you doing? I'm like, you don't save everything to the desktop. Oh.
Right. And then
I so relate.
The recycling bin as a folder.
What?
Yep. True story. At my job, there are people who actually use the recycling bin folder as a folder. And if something gets deleted out of there, it's bad.
Pissed. They're pissed.
Yeah, they're like, what happened?
I've become the backup IT person at my job, and I'm not even the IT person. It's crazy.
Same here, girl.
Same here.
Yeah.
And for my family.
We probably all are.
And for everyone I know, it's like, hey, my iPhone's doing this. Can you help me? I'm like, there's a Genius bar. And
they get paid to help you.
If you have a major, like one of the major cell phones, if you put into Google iPhone freezing and download, you will find a video on how to fix that shit in 4 seconds. Don't blow up my text at 10 p.m. Google it first. They don't Google, they just text me.
Yeah, they don't.
You texted me, you could have Googled it.
Look, I will hit up the "Let me Google that for you" link, and I will put it in and send it to them, make them feel like a jackass.
I'm gonna start doing that. I'm like, it's called Google. And I was at Pokemon GO Day. There was a woman. I love a custom made shirt, but there was a woman out there that had a shirt printed that said "probably worth a Google" from a Lego Batman movie. I was dying. I'm like, I am making that shirt. I am making a shirt that says it's probably worth a Google, because people need to start Googling before they ask me.
Yeah.
And y'all.
Except for when you play video games. Don't cheat.
Oh, well, sometimes when you get stuck.
No, my husband was actually lecturing our daughters about that, because he just finished beating the Tomb Raider game, the latest one. He beat it on Sunday, I think it was. But he's been playing it for, I think, over 2 months now. And the whole time he gets stuck in it, the girls are like, there must be a tutorial on Google how to bypass it. He goes, no, these are puzzles for a reason. We have to solve them.
I thought I was the only one who felt that way. My husband's all about, I'm going to look up all the walkthroughs before I buy the game. And I'm like, no. I can't, I'm not watching that. I can't watch you play because I don't even want to see how you do it, because I want to think my way through this and I want to feel like I just solved the challenge when I get done.
Right. Right. Absolutely.
Fox.
Yeah, sorry, I have to catch up. I need to drink like a one ice or two.
It
We
is
all
Wine
need a drink,
Wednesday.
Fox. Do you see how big this glass was? It's a size.
I bring two. I bring two because I was like, I need to down one.
So shout out to listen. This is Wine Wednesday. If I want to say hello to everybody that's new. All right, people in the streams, people coming through. I see some new people that ain't never been here before. I want to welcome all the new people here. Please follow these ladies on the YouTube channels and check them out and see and have some fun. This is what this is all about. Have some fun, right? This is what we do here every Wednesday. And hey, shout out to the guys. That was fun this past weekend. But it's Ace is in the building. He was on the stream last Wednesday, and we just have some fun here. Listen, it's not all about tech. As you can see, most of the people on here is not even techies. It's about life experiences and dongles.
Mm-hmm. That's what we said hello to Ace's little friend last time.
Oh yeah. The tutorial is the bomb. So
tutorials are the bomb. 10-minute tech review. That's. I mean, the things I get the most views on YouTube. You guys, I want to hear what yours are, but it's reviews and how-tos.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Nobody gives a shit what I do when I vlog. And how-tos.
I think vlogging is getting old.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because you can just do it on Instagram stories.
Yeah.
Like, I don't have the patience to vlog. It's on my Instagram story. If you want to know what I was doing today, it's on my Instagram story. If you don't want to know, skip.
And that's the thing. I think a lot of YouTubers started out as vlogging, right? But everybody doing vlogging. I'm gonna do a vlog, just pull out the camera and follow me throughout my whole day. I don't know. I don't get no views for vlogs no more.
I don't. A lot of people don't.
To do a how-to video.
Yes, I think. No, wait, you guys. So you know how the beauty YouTubers all do these tag videos?
Yeah.
Hey, hold on.
Where they like,
Don't
can we
get
tag?
crazy.
No, can we do a tag video? Can we do a how-to video? Can we do a tag with how to do a how-to, and everybody does their own take on how to do a how-to, and just tag all of our channels?
That is.
Yep.
That's hilarious.
Cheeseburger, you can do your beauty take on it.
Cheeseburger, I'm not mad at beauty YouTubers. I think they have the most fun. I suck at makeup, so that is never going to be my jam. But I think they have the most fun. They do much more overlap and engagement, and beauty YouTubers definitely loop in their friends. I mean, I guess it's hard if you're on the outside of that, but they loop in their friends and do all these creative content videos that all, and then everybody's doing the highlighter challenge and the, do a whole face of makeup with a Q-tip challenge and all that stuff. But
the Tide Pod challenge.
What is life?
The Tide Pod. With the Tide Pod challenge.
Yes, Tide Pod challenge. But I think the how to do a how-to video tag.
To make sure your iPhone battery is real challenge.
Put it in the microwave.
I'm gonna
cry. Did y'all see that video today?
Which one?
To do the bit his iPhone to make sure the battery was real.
Yeah, he bit the phone and it blew up in his face.
Is it what you think it is? A quarter?
Feels real to me.
Now he bit the battery.
Yeah,
they had the phone open. Yeah, they had the phone.
I think the whole iPhone though would fit in my mouth, which is scary to me.
Let's see.
Oh wow! Here comes the super chat.
Now everyone knows why I'm married.
You want my Me Max?
Oh man!
I'll give you my Me Max. Let's see if you can get that in there.
Oh my God, the Me Max. How many inches is the Me Max?
We can take some inches. It's all right. I got a big ass.
6.4.
It's a panda. I love pandas.
Oh wow, Anna's
like
a 16:9 ratio, so that's huge.
That's pretty big.
Yeah, 16:9.
Has girth
Easy.
and length.
Yeah.
Easy. Can you fit your iPhone in your mouth?
No.
Oh my God, Ace is like, what did I just see?
No.
Wine Wednesday, Ace. Easy doesn't want to end up with a meme of him with a phone in his mouth on the internet.
Right. I can see they put me on the internet all over the place. So no.
Yeah.
No. Because I would have to defend myself, right? Because since I'm all over the internet, and they're like, why you got, and then they'll replace the phone with something else. You know how they have to take things and put something else. And that to me, oh my, no.
The tech couple's chiming in saying, well, that escalated quickly. I want to know who else can fit their phone in their mouth. Now I'm curious. Clearly, I need more wine.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm crying.
We get a tutorial on how to put your phone in your mouth.
How to go viral,
how-to video.
That'll go viral if you put a phone in your mouth and you just make a video say, "This is the iPhone, and I'm going to put it in."
The
my
iPhone
mouth.
challenge, the iPhone mouth challenge.
I bet it get a lot of views.
I think it was funny that Catwoman, where'd you go? She posted it on her Instagram that she was at it looked like a it looked like a checkout aisle that had the Tide Pods with all the food.
Oh yeah. No, so I was at Publix and we were gonna check out, and you know how they have like the beef jerkies and stuff? Somebody put like a Tide Pod thing where the beef jerky goes. Like, so you see like all these different flavors of beef jerky, and then there's a Tide Pod one. Like, I had to take a picture of it. It was awesome.
It was pretty funny. And you fit your phone in your mouth. I saw that.
I could only get like to here.
But you got a case on it.
I can't put the whole
I have
phone
a
in
case,
my mouth.
and it's pretty wide.
It's wide.
Even though it's an 18:9 ratio, not a 16:9.
I mean, it's impressive getting something that wide in the mouth anyway. I think we're good. I mean, it's not a dongle. It's way bigger than that.
You're right. And both of us are married. So.
I mean, God, we're coming up on we just passed 15 years last year. We've been together like 20 years. So when people want to know why you're happily married,
take out your phone and put it in your mouth.
Well,
the secret. Now, if only we could get a bigger TV.
hey, you got to learn how to put that TV in your mouth.
Obviously need to learn how to put a bigger phone in your mouth.
Nothing works. That does not work. The man is too practical. There is no sexing him into a bigger TV. I have tried.
They're going to be on sale all week
into a bigger TV.
Super Bowl.
What'd you say? I said there was no sexing him into a bigger TV. I tried.
But you should unsex him into a bigger TV.
That maybe needs to be the next solution.
I know what. Take pole dancing classes.
Oh, that's a workout.
Yeah,
Yes, it is.
I mean,
There's your super chat dance.
Yeah, that's gonna be more than $2 though.
yeah, that will definitely be more than $2. Though I'm
I do
fascinated by
terrible
pole
things to myself in
dancing.
pole dancing class. I end up with bruises.
I'm not sure that is my speed. I'm fascinated, but I have a bunch of metal in my back. So,
I feel you. I've got rheumatoid arthritis.
We'll try. We'll try to. I mean, he met me when I was 19. There's no way to keep up with how cute I was then. So, 10-minute tech reviews is saying they are happily married 20 or together 23 years, married 20. High five, 10-minute tech reviews.
Yeah.
I don't know how did we get on this topic? Thank you, chat room, for all the input on how to get my husband.
It just naturally goes there.
Yeah, I mean, y'all start talking about phones and stuff, and Emily put a phone in her mouth. So,
Wine.
I forgot how we got here.
Wine.
Oh, it was the
started it.
biting his battery. That's how we got here.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Oh yeah. Yeah,
But he didn't put the whole thing in his mouth, though. Yeah.
Someone.
I didn't put the whole thing in my mouth. It was like half of it. What else we got to talk about? We got Fox Mamba here. Fox, what are you playing this week?
I actually finally bought PUBG on the PC, so I will be playing that this weekend. I didn't play nothing because I was doing the video editing and doing the PC build this week, and then I had to work Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, so that's why I came late because I fell asleep. But PUBG right now, and then Monster Hunter. I forgot what day it comes out. Already came out. The beta's out right now, and so that's what I'm gonna play with some friends.
People are excited about Monster Hunter. I have never played.
I haven't played either, but everyone's told me good things about it, and it's a team game, so I look forward to it. So it sounds like my type of game.
Yeah.
So definitely gonna look at that.
Yep. I like the headphones you got.
Yeah, they're new. They're the Astros A40s. So if you guys are looking for, they're kind of expensive, but these are the top of the line if you're looking for some great gaming headphones.
Nice.
Astros A50s or A40s, but it's best to stay wired in this house because there's interference.
Well, we all that tech behind you, I can see.
Yeah. So like, it's not because sometimes when my boyfriend's playing, he has the Astros A50s. I have the Astros A50s in the living room, and sometimes they, I don't know, they interfere and stuff like that. So that's why I went wired this time on the PC.
Oh, cool.
So just let you know that.
So Xbox or PlayStation?
Xbox.
I got both, so I was like, I don't I play games. I don't fight or argue about who's better. So
I used to work for Microsoft, so I'm a little biased.
Yeah, I can understand it.
For Microsoft.
Previous, I was a tech, so like I not only actually worked for one of the stores, so I fixed people's computers. I basically was a therapist. Those broken computers.
Oh.
And then I was also the punching bag for them to tell me that they knew how to fix their computer, but then I would have to ask them, well, why'd you bring it to me? Can I try? Is that okay?
And they have a whole bunch of porn on there.
I also taught classes, which mostly consisted of people over the age of 70 wanting to learn how to use Microsoft Word.
That's probably story. That's great.
Yeah. You know what? The thing about it is when you work in those stores, they say, what's wrong with my computer? Why is it so slow? Why is it going to blue screen to death? Then you go
downloading too much porn.
That's right. When you go in, it's always there. You go in there, you got Mickey and Boo Boo got all this porn. They did download all this Pornhub.com stuff, right? And like, because see, I fix computers too, and people always come to me, oh, it's so slow. What's wrong with it? It got a virus. And I go in there, do as I'm doing my factory reset, right? And all of a sudden I kind of, once I glance over some of the stuff that I see, it's all porn. Everything is on this porn.
Stop downloading porn.
Porn. It's everywhere, right?
Stream your porn, people. Just like, stream it.
I'm like, you look at, you got the naked pictures everywhere. You got downloaded. I mean, 20, 30, 40 gigs of freaking porn all over the computer. And you wonder why.
I don't even look. I just say, okay, you may lose your data. Yeah. Start over.
Yeah.
Have you guys ever heard of error ID 10T?
Yes.
It's been a while.
My sister taught me that one. You just shout that error and then they're like, oh, okay, we know how to fix that.
Unless
okay.
Unless they're a little tech savvy, yeah. Right. That happened to somebody, and the woman got really pissed.
Oh, really? Was that?
Yeah. So you have to watch who you say that around.
I spelled it out in my brain, and then it clicked. Never heard that before. We just put PIA on people's charts that aggravated us.
Yeah.
What does PIA stand for?
Pain in ass.
Oh.
Yeah.
I've worked in a clinic before too, and that works as well. But you got to put it on a sticky note because that's a legal document.
Yes, it is. I will neither confirm nor deny that my husband's medical practice uses dots on the charts. So there is a dot system for PIA.
That's so
Love you
Right.
too, baby.
Oh, that's awesome.
You gotta give staff a heads
also have
up.
flags on the doors,
Come
like
get this.
the little flags that the old school doctors use. So the new doctors don't use them. So we would be like, flag.
Yep. Red flag, red flag.
Is the world that bad?
No, it's not cool to not give your coworkers a heads up if they're walking into a situation. I mean, maybe it is, but if you're walking into a situation with a person who's unreasonable, I think people need to know, right? And then you need to remember for next time.
Or you need the blue flag where it's like, you need extra patience with this 85-year-old patient.
Well, yes and no. I've actually heard of the story where it was at a nursing home. There was this guy, and all the nurses before would warn each other about him on the chalkboard, and they would say a comment of, he's grumpy today, he's this and that, da da da. So the problem with that is that when he was fine, people already had previous, like, they was already written in the wall that he was a bad person. So the nurse or the CPA would come in there already with a bias against him. And then it wasn't until like they stopped writing that on the wall, they would go in and they would treat that person like if there's no preconception whatsoever. So it kind of does and it kind of doesn't. It's always balanced.
Ours was to the point where they had to do something like really bad. Like they had to call you a name, start trying to offer you candy, like something weird. So
Wait, you worked as a recreational aide before?
No, I was an MA.
Oh, okay. I worked as a recreational aide in a nursing home.
Yeah, mine was just in a clinic, so it was a little bit more contained.
Mm-hmm.
I did not like working medical. I worked as an EMT, and I did not like it at all.
But they have some cool pants.
They're so comfortable. I still have like 5 pairs.
They are comfortable pants, but so are LuLaRoe. Like the world.
I've heard. I know who that is. Yes, I do.
There are comfortable pants.
Stretchy in the back, drawstring in the front.
Welcome to Wild Wednesday, everybody. I'm just having some fun. Y'all just don't know. I'm in the background laughing and I mean, just enjoying myself. I love Wednesdays. If y'all never think that I don't love Wednesdays, I love Wednesdays. Every time the ladies come on, I just enjoy myself. And plus, I'm about half bottle in, by the way. So it's a lot of fun.
Always drinking that rich stuff, man.
So shout out to everybody. All right, so anybody go answer some of these questions we got here?
There's no questions. There's just comments.
Oh,
Conversation.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, everybody's
Run it, Catwoman, run it. Anything we need to know about?
We should talk about the Nintendo Labo.
What's that?
The what?
The cardboard. Labo. The cardboard box for Nintendo.
Yeah. So now Nintendo is coming out with, you know how you could turn your phone into like not virtual reality.
Google Cardboard.
Virtual reality
like a VR.
Yeah, but now you could do that with the Nintendo Switch. So for $69, you buy this cardboard box that's already, has a perforated line and cut out, and then it comes with instructions. And for example, if you are doing like a race car game,
Right there.
you fold it like origami style into the shape that it's supposed to be. You put a controller in one and the other controller in the other, and then you use the cardboard like you would as if you're in the video game. And then there's like a fishing one, and then there's a backpack one, and it's really cool. So basically, you're paying $60 to buy perforated cardboard.
I was buying a video game.
Yeah, I posted a video on Twitter. This guy, Samtime, I loved, he did his parody of it. He says, you don't know when the packaging ends and the product begins.
That's great.
Yeah.
I bet somebody will make a better one and sell it on Amazon made out of felt for like $15.
That's like the invisible cases or whatever, when you would get nothing in the box.
Oh, yeah, the mystery boxes.
I don't remember.
Yeah, empty box.
Mm-hmm.
So what watch you wearing there?
Who has a Switch here? Who's thinking about getting
me?
I have a Switch.
Are you going to get the Labo?
I mean, if I feel that I need to review it, I might.
Ooh.
I love the Switch is my favorite. I mean, I am not a hardcore gamer. I used to game. The problem with me in gaming is that if I start, it'll be like 48 hours and I won't have showered and I haven't eaten or like gone to work.
That's
like
how to do it.
I get so in that I'm like in and everything else goes by the way. Like bills don't get paid. Like I
gotta have the auto pay on.
I go too hard. So I really like casual gaming. It works well for me at this juncture in my life. So the Switch has been really perfect for that, except when my kids take it. But I love the Switch for gaming. I'm a PlayStation person. But yeah, I started having like actual stress responses. I used to work or I used to play like the Call of Duty first person shooter type games. And I would be unable to go to bed because my adrenaline would just be so high. So I love those games. But at this season in my life, it just doesn't work for me because I get so obsessive compulsive about it. I wish I had a different personality type. But I love my Switch. I love the Nintendo Switch so much. It's so much fun. So I will try it. And then Cecil in the chat room, Cecil Betty asked if Pokemon is ever coming to the Switch. There is a Pokemon challenge game for the Switch, but it's not like the Pokemon games that are on the DS. So I'm still playing Sun and Moon and Ultra Sun and Moon on the DS in addition to the Pokemon GO on my phone. Anyway.
Awesome.
I love the Switch. Anybody else switching? You're switching, Fox.
Yeah, I probably will not buy it. $70 is another video game.
Yeah, it is.
Hours upon hours of fun versus I'd probably like it for novelty reasons, and that's pretty much where it's gonna fall. And $70, like really, that's a little bit way too much.
Yeah, that's it. That's high.
That's
extremely high for a Switch game.
Yeah, no, for a Switch,
For the cardboard
thing.
Cardboard.
Yeah.
Oh, come on.
I got the
man.
PlayStation VR, so if I want VR, I'll go use that.
I got cardboard all over the place in here. I could carve me out one right fast.
Just order something really big from Amazon and get
copyright infringement on cardboard.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Cardboard stocks are gonna go.
You can't copyright my creativity.
I can
Cardboard
copyright your
in whatever
creativity.
shape I want it.
That's it. All right, so somebody asking for a roll call. Catwoman?
Yes, I have one here.
Is it time for roll call already?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, let's do
What
the
does
roll
this
call here. Okay. So these are all the people that have commented in the chat. We have The Tech Couple, 10-minute tech reviews, Tech for Your Needs, Uno Nice, TJ Shaviria, Art Dog, Cecil Betty, Ray. Oh, Cecil Betty, aka Mr. Catwoman. Ray, Tutorial Leak, Technically T, John V. Nice, Mia Olivero, Nan Tabu. Oh, wait, hold on. I'm so. Nan Tambu Nafasi, Frank Betha, Big House Production, Vincent Jean, Ace Lucero, Holiday Evolution, Innate, Mark Torin II, Albert Yu, Ernest Hollins, Sean Vega Velez, RKGSD, Dexter Cumberbatch, Eric Tanya Kessel, Aaron Taylor, Big Dog, and Matt Cook.
Wow.
That's a lot of people talking on here.
A lot of people talking.
Wine Wednesday.
Wine Wednesday. That's what I'm talking about. He is so funny. We have this Wine Wednesday, but the time go by so fast.
Mm-hmm.
It's 2 hours. I mean, it's like 30 minutes.
Yep.
And, it's one of those things that I remember when I did the live stream for New Year's. I did it like 7-8 hours, and that time go by fast. Especially when you're having fun. I mean, if we sit up there giggling, having fun and stuff like that. How about a roll call for the ladies? Okay, we're gonna do the roll call for the ladies. Okay, let's do the roll call for the ladies. Miss Catwoman, let everybody know who you are.
I am Catwoman from Tech Valor. Find me everywhere. Tech Valor.
And let's see. Let me go and pull up your YouTube channel. And there it is, right? Let me see if I got that right. It's the YouTube channel. Yeah. Boom. There it is. All right. There it is. I tell you, ooh, I like that. You changed that, your banner?
Yeah.
Okay. I like
your banner.
I like that banner. I like that 3D look, right?
Yep.
So she got 469 subscribers, guys. Go on and go on and subscribe to her channel.
Easy, are you subscribed?
My doggone thing is
I'm not. I am subscribed, huh?
It's red.
It's red.
Red.
That's why I only have 469 subscribers.
Ooh, but wait a minute. I thought I see. I'm sorry.
Now he's subscribed.
Notification bell.
Make sure you hit the bell.
Yes, look at that.
Make sure you turn the bell on.
Yeah.
There it is. All right, so everybody go to Tech Valor. She got 471 subscribers. She need to be at 500 after we finish this live stream. So y'all got 29 people need to subscribe to her channel tonight. So look at her. She has a lot of good videos. I like your thumbnails. I see. Why can't I get these thumbnails like this? I need these clickbait thumbnails.
You know what? I listen some how-to videos.
I was about to say that.
Right? I need a how-to video how to do clickbait thumbnails.
I'll send you some.
Collab on that, Tech Valor.
You don't want to do clickbait thumbnails.
Yeah, dude.
Get that money.
No, you don't.
Yeah, that people click on it. Even if they get upset, they still watched it.
No, you just got to make it really saturated and like eye-popping.
Yeah, you got to make it colorful.
Right.
Yes.
Right.
Scrumptious, let everybody see. You're not a YouTuber, but let everybody know where they can find you. Google Plus. She be all over
Google Plus. Scrumptious Kimmy. Twitter, Scrumptious. Instagram, Scrumptious1, the number 1. And I interact with people who follow me. So follow me and we'll chop it up.
That's it. CPR for the body.
Oh, baby.
Let everybody know how to find you.
I am CPR for the body, and I am CPR for the body everywhere, from Facebook to Instagram to Twitter and Snapchat. Everything is CPR for the body consistently. And I am CPR for the body on YouTube as well. And my motto is living a priceless life to the fullest frugally.
Yes.
That's my motto. So, and when you come to my channel, we do live king and queen chats, and I share how I've taken my small home and make it my mini mansion, and how I do most of my DIYs and how-tos from my hand. And we've gutted a house that we've inherited from the studs all the way to what you see now, which is what I'm going to be sharing more of, from where we came from to where we are now.
Yes. And that is, and y'all can see I am subscribed. See that, y'all don't think I be subscribed.
I just subscribed and followed her on all the social media.
And so
thank you.
Y'all go check out, and look, check this out. What that is, that pizza or something?
Where?
Right here.
Yeah, do you know one of my subscribers sent me on my birthday, which is Martin Luther King's birthday, is my birthday. Oh, nice. On my birthday, I got a knock at the door, and it was pizza from Georgia. They ordered me pizza in Georgia.
Wow, how cool. Wow.
So they were like, get your phone. I'm thinking that somebody's going to call me. So they was like, no, your camera. They was texting me. I'm like, okay. And it was pizza. Grubhub dropped me off some pizza from Jet's Pizza, my favorite pizza. So she really pays attention. And some cinnamon sticks for my birthday. So that's what I was eating in one of the thumbnails on my birthday. So yeah.
Happy belated birthday.
Yes.
Thank you. I'm 50.
Wow.
Happy birthday.
Wow.
You look awesome.
That is great.
50
I'm
minus
lying.
30.
I'm lying. You said 50 minus what?
30.
No, not quite. I'm up there. It just don't look like it.
All right, that's awesome.
That's all that matters.
Let everybody know how to find you.
You can find me by Googling Fox_Mamba or Fox Mamba. I love tech and I love gaming, and that's pretty much sums me up. And anything that has to do with those two things, I'm interested. So you can follow me on all the social media. And I recently got back into YouTube, so watch out for the videos coming out soon.
Yes.
I'm
That's
trying to do
awesome.
one a
Gotcha.
week.
Yes.
Okay.
So Fox is in the building. And Miss Emily.
Hey guys, I am Emily D. Baker, ESQ, all over the internet, Instagram, YouTube, Facebook, so you guys can come find me. And yes, I do the lawyering for online businesses, but on YouTube and Instagram, I talk tech, lifestyle, all luxury, all the things. So basically everything that I'm into, I will share with you guys. And if I think things suck, I share that too.
And that's what I'm talking about. All right. So Cheeseburger says,
What, you didn't pull up my channel, Easy?
I know you came late. I had these channels queued
I'm
up.
just gonna give you a hard time. It's fine. You're not subscribed to Cheeseburger. Go make that happen.
Yes.
Well,
Cheeseburger
I subscribe to
says,
you, so you know. So yes, my alias is K Cheesy. So KAY_cheesy. That's most of my like usernames across the board. And then youtube.com/cheeseburger says. So my channel is Cheeseburger Says, but I am K Cheesy.
K Cheesy in the building. I like this stuff. See, I can't get my. I always complain about this, by the way. Can I get somebody to do some work for me as far as to kind of get my my
Hit me
channel
up.
looking pretty?
It's not
look at
hard,
Bill.
Easy.
So
You can do
that
it.
is 383 subscribers, guys. So
389
yes.
now. I just
89. Woo!
Yeah.
Woo! Let me refresh that. Let's refresh that. Yes, 389 subscribers. That's what I'm talking about. So let's get up to 400 subscribers. Everybody go to our channel and hit subscribe and go check her out. See, these are the clickbaity stuff. Look at that. See, that's clickbait. See that? You see that? And most ladies that look at that and say, I got to click on that. I got to click on that. And look at that. See, like right there? That's the clickbait stuff that I be looking for.
It's that unicorn. I'll click on
Yes. That's what I'm talking about. So check
No
out.
unicorns were hurt in the making of that video.
Good to know.
See, early and dehydrated skin. You got a little something on top of your forehead there.
Oh, that's a rant. Be careful if you want to watch that one. I get a little angry.
Now look at that.
I love me some
you
rants.
got the goth thing going on, like that's the gothic thing, like the eyebrows
Dramatic.
black and everything is black. That it is.
I got a
Black
lot
and
coming.
purple.
I work full time, so I've been super busy. But I'm planning out a bunch, so I'm trying to push out 2 videos a week.
Woo-hoo!
A lot. Good
Hey,
for you.
that's great.
That's
I'm
what's
going
up.
through some things though. I got rheumatoid arthritis just hit my plate from nowhere, so from
Oh.
0 to like
Um,
negative 100 real quick.
That sucks. But add it to your channel. I'm serious. Just talk about it with your people.
Talk
Yeah.
about it.
For
Yeah.
sure.
any
Talk about it.
recommendations that you would recommend for rheumatoid arthritis? Because my parents have it, and I would like to know anything I can get them.
Cool. Yeah, I'm going like it hasn't been very long, but once I like know for sure and I know what I want to recommend, I'll let you know. At this point, I kind of know what not to recommend.
But that's
That's
good.
helpful too.
That's
Yeah.
helpful
Well, your
too,
journey
yeah.
to finding out, I guess.
Yeah.
So that's good to make videos about your lifestyle, because guess what, you're on YouTube now, so everybody want to know everything about you. So the internet, when you're on the internet, like, so you make videos about not everything about you, like you do have to put limits on everything, but you make videos about that. Like I make tech and health videos, right? So a lot of people, there's no views on it. People don't want to get healthy, so my views on tech and health is bad, but it's okay. I'm doing it for me. Like my tech and health videos, I put those out because that's like for me to keep me motivated. But yeah, put that stuff out, man, because a lot of people want to know, a lot of people want to see, everything, that's going on, and see your recovery. That's the whole thing. See your recovery, go from here to there. And that's inspiration and that's hope for some people. See, that's the thing. That's hope for some people. And I always tell people, don't worry about this ad apocalypse. Just keep doing what you're doing. A lot of people are worried about, under 1,000 subscribers and all that stuff. Listen, you wasn't making no money then. The few little pennies that you was getting in AdSense or whatever, But once you get up there and once you become that million subscriber base person, you'll be all right. You know, everything will be good. So I definitely want to see that. Like,
all I know is they better cut me that check real quick.
yeah, for sure. You know, at the end of the day, that's what it's all about, you know, and I really do appreciate all y'all ladies coming through. All right, guys, so we are at the end of Wine Wednesday. I hope everybody enjoyed themselves today, and I see the stream enjoyed themselves. A lot of people came in today, so thank y'all ladies very much for another episode of Wine Wednesday, and we would definitely have you guys on again. This is special to me. I say this a lot on these streams. Look, don't get me wrong. I like Saturday Night Tech Talk, right? That's about tech. I love technology. That's in my soul. But this is special. Wine Wednesday is special to me because I don't know if I'm the only YouTuber out there that try to get the ladies' voice out there, but this is y'all have no idea that this to me is special. This is what I started this YouTube channel for. And to have the ladies, and we talk about life, that's the whole thing. And I love this type of stuff. And I'm glad I'm able to bring this to the table. I'm glad I'm able to do this. And I will continue to do this. And hopefully, and look, I'm reaching out to sponsors so we could do giveaways and stuff like that. Right now, you know, everybody giving you the middle finger, but that's okay, because at the end of the day, when we reach the peak of what we want to do here, we all gonna be successful, and that's the whole key to the game. And long as we can get our message out there, because guess what? At the end of the day, ladies make a difference. This is Wine Wednesday. This is Eric from Easy Computer Solutions. Thank y'all very much for coming aboard, and we will see y'all Saturday or next Wednesday for Ladies' Night. Peace out, folks.